Mr. Kenny Pickett went to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So when we look at the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback locker room right now, we have Mason Rudolph, Mr. Half the Helmet himself, Mitchell Trubisky, and then Kenny Pickett, and then Kenny Pickett. So Wyatt, way or no way, there is a open quarterback competition in Pittsburgh.
There's not an opening for the third stringer because that's taken by Mason Rudolph. That's a guarantee. I can promise you one thing, short of Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett being hurt, Mason Rudolph does not take a single snap next year. I can go ahead and guarantee you that right off the bat. So third stringer, no, that job is not open. But the starter, yes, that job is wide open. Now that one's really interesting to me because not only did they just acquire Mitch Trubisky, who was considered last year's, this is the best backup in the league. That was kind of the talk for Trubisky last year while he was in Buffalo. So, yeah, I think it's definitely an open shot for sure. I don't know how long it is, unless if Kenny Pickett obviously plays like crap and Trubisky comes out and just balls out, then I think it's Trubisky's job for as long as he wants. But yeah, I think at the moment, it's pretty much anybody's job right now. I think it'll totally come down to the OTAs, the preseason, all that stuff, and then most likely it'll end up being Mitch. So
Okay.
yeah, most likely it'll be a Mitch. I think for the start, but then I think obviously in the long term they spend a first round pick on.
So you are saying there is an open quarterback competition in Pittsburgh right now. I'm going with the exact opposite. Opposite, Wyatt. I'm going to go with no way. Mitchell Trubisky was brought there to be a placeholder in Pittsburgh when they draft a quarterback, and then next year that quarterback then can now be a starter. So I am a firm believer that all rookie quarterbacks should sit the bench for a year. Yes, I know Soup Boss came with the big old stats and say rookie quarterbacks that play the first year versus the second year. The first year players obviously have more success. Yada. I don't care about that. You can have all the success you want, but it's long-term longevity that I'm looking at. That's why Kenny Pickett has to sit this first year. That is why Mitchell Trubisky will be the starter all season in Pittsburgh, because Kenny Pickett is basically going to have a red shirt NFL year when it comes down to. Hell, he might even be the third string quarterback on that list because Mason Rudolph, Wyatt, is a proven starter in the league. He is a proven starter in the league. Yes, he will never start another NFL game as long as nobody gets hurt, but he has more starts than Kenny Pickett, right? So the correct answer is no way. There is no quarterback competition right now in Pittsburgh. This is Mitchell Trubisky's job. Unless he totally shits the bed, breaks his leg, and rapes a 16-year-old girl, this is his job, 100%.